Back in 2018, I was nearing the tail end of a stage in my life where I was struggling with depression and suicidal thoughts. During this time, I would incur nightmares like I had never had before. I'd never been one to have nightmares or even bad dreams whatsoever. In reality, though, I don't remember most of my dreams well at all. Despite this, I had this dream in particular one night, and when I woke up, I decided to write it all down as fast as possible. Here's the rough understanding of my dream, typed out to be shared. My dream begins at my old job, a fine dining restaurant inside a hotel, where I see a high school friend of mine named Dayton. Dayton appears from the entrance of the level 2 kitchen. He has a smile on his face from what I don't know. He came over to me as I walked out and put his arm around me to invite me to his world of understanding. In retrospect to this dream, to me, Dayton is the guide. He is the personification of a shaman in my mind, for at least this dream in specific. He explained to me how there would be a show, and how important I was to it. We went there in a flash, and all of a sudden, we're in a large theater with thousands of people. The audience aims directly at me, and the performance is all but cohesive. A magic show. It was a magic show, but almost not real magic, but rather just tricks being played on people. Illusions. The show comes to an end as I watch the people get up from their seats and slowly trickle out of the large open theater. As I leave, I notice that I'm instantly in my vehicle. Though it is at a time where light and dark become one and the same, it is still daylight outside, but it's very late and I have been in my car with it on for a while now. I leave the lot in no hurry, but rather in an expression of exploration. The dirt hill that led to a long path was adjacent to the east side of the lot. I take the path only after I don't know, its difficulty. For I know that the greatest story ever told is one in which conflict and adversity arise before paradise is revealed. In the face of this obstacle, I'm not afraid. As I am driving, my vehicle changes into something that represents a razor scooter and a shopping cart. Which makes sense as far as a psychological connection, because I just watched that movie called Carts of Darkness. If you haven't seen it, it's a documentary about a small but eccentric group of people that use shopping carts as vehicles. With a large enough hill, a gut of steel, and maybe a bit of skill, it's possible to reach high speeds, giving the driver a pretty good thrill. Mine was like this, but apparently motorized for me to be able to travel long distances with it. The summer winds and stars both hid my face as I turned each corner of the road. I notice others are taking joy in the rides that they brought. One was similar to a dune buggy, the other a bicycle. There he was, clawing and swiping when I first laid eyes on him. A brown bear the size of realness and clout. I'm unable to slow my speed as I turn the corner, barreling towards the monster. In an act of what I thought was quick thinking, I turn away from the road towards the forest, opposite of his direction. When I looked in the devil's direction for the second time, I realized he was coming at me full speed. For I have entered his domain, where he thrives. Seconds become instant as I attempt to jump to the tree in front of me for safety before the inevitable mauling occurs. The devil can smell fear, and I entered his domain because of it. Had I stayed on the main road and faced the beast head on, I would have been much safer due to the passing cars. That bear will be there every time I turn that corner. The question is, will I face my fears of the darkness, of the imminent threat of existence within my own mind? In my dream I die, there on that tree, the same that gives me the air I breathe. Irony.